Yeah, a good EGSA story, several of them. One of them about your fearless leader, Jalane Kellough. We were in Cancun, Mexico. She and I were attending a meeting, and she stuck her head back out the door of our meeting room to see if one of our people were coming. And she saw this parade of guys headed out of the building, our guys, EGSA guys. And she comes back in the room and she said, "Wonder where they're all gone." I said, "Oh, I told them you were topless bathing on the beach." And she just punched me in the shoulder and said, "Charlie," because she knows my sense of humor and my orneriness. And so we went on about our business, and that night we get to the banquet, and the wives are all looking darts at her. And the guys are walking up and saying, "Were you really on the beach topless?" And then how things go, the next thing it became, "Were you really on the beach nude?" And she's just mortified, and she comes and finds me, and she gives me a big punch this time, says, "Damn you, Charlie." I said, "I told you the truth. I don't know what more you want." The other good story was Don Becker. And Don's a good guy. He's a lot of fun. And we were at a meeting, and the entertainment was a ventriloquist. And he was outstanding. But one of the EGSA staff set me up when he said, "I need a volunteer." He pulls a little piece of paper out of his pocket and said, "Oh, well, Charlie Gears come up here." So I'm the volunteer. They put this mask on me that the mouth moves, and he's got a bulb that makes the mouth move, and he gives me this stupid-looking top hat, and he starts asking me questions. Well, when I'm saying no, he's mouthing, and the face is mouthing yes. So it was funny, and everybody's falling down. Well, he gets done with me, moves on, he pulls his dummy out, and he's doing his shtick with his dummy. And every once in a while, and Becker was sitting right directly below him, the dummy would look at Becker and say, "You have beady eyes." And he would turn back and continue with his shtick, and every once in a while, he'd segue back. "Your eyes are really close together." And he did that about 4 times. By the time he was done, he got a roaring applause. It was a lot of fun. And Becker is fuming. He is out of his mind mad. He is angry. So finally I caught him leaving the place, and I said, "Are you okay?" "That son of a..." I said, "Don, it's a damn dummy. Get over it." And then we just laughed, and we talked about it here at this convention. And yeah, he said, "I still think about that guy once in a while." But no, it's been, I was associated directly from 77 through about 2005, I guess. And did a board of directors tour, and then the executive board, and became president. Enjoyed that. The relationships you build in this organization are incredible. I've got lifelong friends that I've made. Mentors in the organization. They always treated the younger people coming in, of which I was when I first joined, like you were one of the guys. And particularly Art Corin was a mentor and a friend, and just a good guy. His wife is just a wonderful gal, and she treated all the wives well. And the other one was the late Tom Richards. He's a past president. He was just an amazing guy. He was from Wisconsin, and he had these great Sven and Ole jokes. He'd always crack us up, and he was a mentor. Just great people. But learned a lot, met a lot of people. The organization, I remember when we were trying to grow it to as many as 500 members, and now we're right at 700 plus the students. We've been through, was on the board, either the board of directors or the executive board, when we came up with the good things that we're doing now with the tech certification, with the scholarships, with reaching out to more and more companies to come into the organization, and able to patently define the benefits of the organization. Just a great bunch of people. The 2-time-a-year conventions help bring people in from the West Coast and the East Coast, and sometimes to both coasts from the central part of the nation. That really helps. We usually pick nice places to go. That really helps and makes you want to take your wife with you. I think there's a concerted effort from the old-timers to make newcomers comfortable. Sometimes they pull them kicking and dragging into one of the meetings. But once they're there, they realize, hey, they're people just like me. And it might take a meeting or two to the various committees to get comfortable, but then they'll start speaking their mind. And it's a great dialogue. Sometimes there's a contention, and sometimes contention is good. It builds relationships. It takes a basic idea and continues the idea until it's full bloom, and the association goes ahead and uses it. I've been on the Convention Planning Committee, Codes and Standards, International Government Committees, and all of them make a significant contribution to the association. The ability to learn and to rise and become a president of the association. I never thought that would be possible when I joined the association. I had all these very knowledgeable old-timers, and 15 years later or so, I was among them.
Did you have any hesitation when they asked you to become?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I'm a people person, but I'm not a public speaker. I think I've got a wild and crazy personality, and some people appreciate that, some don't. But I was encouraged, and then I was encouraged more once the Kellough Group came in and started to manage us. They did such a great job, and a couple of them came to me and said, "Look, we are so supportive. We'll do anything you ask of us, include even if you get some nuggets of a presentation. We'll help you polish that and move it up." And then a couple of previous presidents had come to me and said, "Charlie, it's not hard. They help you a ton. You can express your wishes, and they'll make sure they get out in a reasonable amount of time, as well as well polished." And it worked real well. I had a great time as president, and then when you're president, the group makes you feel special, and that's sort of a nice feeling.
Have you ever met a president that regrets his decision to become president?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think, in my view, I think everyone who's been president has been happy to serve, and when it's done, they're happy that they did it. Some of them, I think, wanted to do it quite badly, and some of them were somewhat reluctant, like I was. But when it's all said and done, extremely gratifying.
Is there anything else you want to share with me?
No, just thanks for the opportunity to share.